Much. Team USA, Venezuela, World Baseball Championship, the big game. Team USA wearing, the hockey jerseys to try to, get that extra inspiration. Top of the fifth, already down 1-0. Wilyer Abreu adding to Venezuela's lead. USA has given up 12 home runs in the WBC, tied for the second most all time. And that's a 2-0 lead for Venezuela. We go to the sixth inning, U.S. down 2-0, and it's a perfect opportunity for the old captain, Aaron Judge. Runner on first, 2 outs. That's not going to do anything. Team USA, 2 hits through 6 innings. Not much. We go to the eighth. Bryce Harper is like, let me be your hero. Friends, can we just take a moment? Okay, first of all, enjoy the fact that that is gone for a 2-run homer to tie the game. Now let's enjoy what comes next. The ball and the bat went about as far. Game tied at 2. We go to the ninth. Still 2-all. Runner on first. Javier Sanoa stealing second. Oh, that man is ruled safe. And the U.S. is like, hold up. Wait a minute. Call is upheld, though. So now Venezuela's got a runner in scoring position. Eugenio Suarez. He is dangerous. And that'll do it. To center field, that's a double. Venezuela up a run, 3-2. Reminder, it's the 9th inning. We go to the bottom. Still 3-2. Daniel Palencia on the mound. Kyle Schwarber at the plate. Schwarber, that's out number 1. Gunnar Henderson's up next. Henderson, bat on ball. 0 distance, though. A lot of height. 0 distance. Michael Garcia. Down to the final out. Bring up Roman Anthony. Last hope. And nada. Strikes out swinging. Venezuela wins 3-2, their first WBC championship, and Team USA second straight runner-up finish in the WBC.
Can you describe what this means for your country?
I mean, what can I say about this? It's amazing. God is good. All the glory is for Lord Jesus. He was with us the whole time. We have to glorify, put his name in front of everything. And nobody believed in Venezuela, but now we win the championship today. And it's a celebration for all the Venezuelan country. The union, we are together the whole time. We're not just teammates, we are family. This team is awesome. We are family here. That's why we play with passion, with love, because we feel the jersey, we feel our country in front of us. That's why this is a lot for us as players, as a people, as a human beings, and as a Venezuelan. Now we are the champion.
I think he was excited.
I think he was really happy with that win.
Yeah, just a little bit. U.S. bats just couldn't muster enough offense in this one. Final 2 games, Americans scored just 4 total runs. They struck out 25 times. Team USA's 3 hits on Tuesday, tied with Puerto Rico for the fewest in WBC championship game history.
For Chris Canty today, Evan Cohen with you, and we start, ladies and gentlemen, with this tremendous win by Venezuela. And it's not to take anything away from them. They were awesome. But we are Americans, and we are going to focus on the United States losing. And
terrible.
Smalls, Kevin, good morning. Bryce Harper did his job. Aaron Judge and the rest of the team, not as much.
Yeah, Bryce Harper did his job after struggling throughout the WBC. It felt like one of those moments where he finally broke through, and this was going to be a huge part of the overall story of America winning. But to your point, Ev, he's the only one who actually broke through and showed up. The U.S., their offense never really got in a rhythm. They only mustered 3 hits, and outside of Bryce Harper, who we just mentioned with that home run, a runner never got past first base last night. The U.S., very disappointing that they let this one slip between their fingers. But shout out to Venezuela, who showed up in every single way. The pitching was outstanding. The hitting was timely. They earned that victory in the WBC.
This tournament was embarrassing for the Americans. Mark DeRosa, the manager, obviously he had the slip up earlier in the tournament with we punched our ticket situation. And then there were so many contrasts last night when they were talking about Venezuela's manager, Omar Lopez, versus how they talk about Mark DeRosa, where Mark DeRosa wouldn't put in Mason Miller because he wanted to honor the Padres, and Omar Lopez was literally negotiating with MLB teams and saying, no, this is once in a lifetime. These guys have to pitch. Give them 1 inning. You saw Miguel Cabrera crying yesterday. You saw Victor Martinez crying yesterday. They were just on the bench as coaches. And you get the sense that this came down to Venezuela caring a lot more than the Americans, and that's managing. That's some players. I mean, you had Scooble come in for 2 days, and Mark DeRosa was allowing players to treat this like a summer camp and dropping by. No, the Venezuelans took this seriously. The Americans didn't. And the fact that the U.S. has one WBC championship since they've been doing it since 2006 shows you how broken that process is. I was stunned at everything last night until I thought about it more and realized, and I will never say this, Evan and Michelle, I will never say this, but 99.9% of things, because it's almost never true, the Venezuelans wanted it more.
You're saying you'll never go to the wanted it more angle that you just went to?
I will never.
But you just went to the wanted it more.
I don't think I've ever done it.
But I just did.
I don't think I've ever done it. I don't think I've ever in my life done they wanted it more because it's game 7 of the finals and somebody dove for a ball. Okay, well, there's a million reasons that happen, okay? But with this one, the way they approached it, all tournament long from both angles, it's the one time in my life I'm going to the one they wanted it more.
Yeah, I'll go to somewhere different. And I'm glad you brought up Mason Miller because that's exactly where I was going. When Mark DeRosa said at the manager of the team, the United States team, that he was honoring the Padres, as in the San Diego Padres. He was honoring the Padres' wishes that Mason Miller, arguably the best closer in the sport, would only come in a save situation. Okay, it was tie game at that point in the 9th inning after Harper had the 2-run home run to tie the game. That tells me this is not that big of a deal. That's what that told. Like, it's a big deal for every other country. It's not a big deal for us. And I almost would rather us treat it like a big deal and not send our stars.
Yes.
We're
Guys who will be fully available.
Yeah, do you know, and the answer is going to be no. I'm asking a rhetorical question because I barely know this, and I'm pathetic, and Smalls and Kevin are not. Do you know that there's an entire United States basketball program that exists with players that aren't in the NBA and aren't in college? And you're going to sit there and say, who's playing in it? I don't even know. It's like, do you remember there was a guy, Nuno will remember this guy, Langston Galloway, I think at one point was like the best player on that team. And Jeff Van Gundy, before he was with the Clippers, was coaching that. It was like, hey, who's available that's good enough to play, but not going to impact what we actually do? We're better off doing that. Like, how many times do you hear him say, like, well, Smalls, you covered baseball forever. This guy's kind of a quadruple A player. And you're like, well, there is no quadruple A. It's like, he's not good enough to be in the majors, but he's better than triple A. There's no spot for him. The
He's
WBC,
a cusper.
yeah, he's a cusper.
He's a cusper.
That's what this is. If you're going to say, I couldn't put in my best reliever because his employer, which I don't blame the Padres are saying, no, you're not going to just randomly, nilly-willy put him in there. We don't take it as seriously as other countries. So let's not take it as seriously as other countries. And let's not put in our best players.
But can we afford to do that when we have...
We're losing anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Most of our best players active and participating, and we still don't win?
Do you realize... Well, but it's the easy way out, right? It's Okay, I'm going to reveal something. The UFL is very smart. Mike Napoleon Company. They banned the tush push. Mm-hmm. Okay? You know how many tush pushes happened in the UFL over the last couple of years? 1. So what they did was ban something for brilliance and intelligence and marketing and PR and conversation that doesn't actually exist. What I'm saying to you is, who cares if we lose? We're losing anyway. And Kevin Clark is saying they wanted it more. You know why? Because they actually did.
Oh, yeah.
And
You saw that throughout, and you certainly saw it after Venezuela won last night with the tears, the flags. You saw that raw emotion and that joy and that pride of country. It meant something to them to represent their country, to win the WBC, and to be able to go home and share that with their countrymen and women. It did matter more to them. But how are we supposed to think that the Americans care as much, or that it's a different tone when Bryce Harper at the outset is saying, well, it's not the Olympics?
Because he's right. And Pat Costello has been right all along. It's like our producer, that Pat has been down on this team, not down on America. We all want to see the red, white, and blue win. But Pat Costello has been down on the attitude and the approach of this team. And I think we've kind of figured it out. It's like half-baked. They're they don't know. It's half pregnant. They don't know what they're supposed to. Am I supposed to go all out? But if I go all out, I may be doing things that my actual team doesn't want. I mean, we were going on in our group chat last night about Tarek Skubal, where someone, I don't remember who it was, said, oh, just put him in, LOL. And thinking he wasn't there, he came back. as Kevin said, it's like, you're doing a 4-week summer camp, a 2-week summer camp. What are you doing here?
He's got a day pass.
Yeah, he's got a day pass.
Nice.
Are you doing that little kid visiting day kind of thing where you're there for a day or two? I mean, they don't care as much as other countries because they don't know if they're supposed to.
Andy Pettit looked like he was checking into a dentist's office the entire time, and on the other side, Mickey Cabrera's in tears.
Yeah.
Do you think Andy Pettit would have cried if they won? No. He would have stared straight ahead and thought about going back to Tampa.
Aaron Judge, postgame, team captain, statistically had the worst offensive game of anybody on the team. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Here's what Judge had to say about if he felt more pressure as captain of Team USA.
As a team captain, did you feel extra pressure? Extra pressure for other team captains?
No, never. It's just the Yankees, a chance to do that for 162 games. It's an amazing experience to get a chance to get a captain of Team USA. My job was to go out there and bring a championship, bring the gold money. We didn't do that, but there's no pressure. When you got a team like this, just go out there and do your job. That's what I try to do every single night. And we give ourselves a shot, but we just couldn't close it out.
Yeah. You remember the United States Olympic men's and women's hockey team just a few weeks ago?
I do, yes.
Months ago, whatever it is.
Sure.
Double gold.
Did we ever get the feeling on the men's side that they were protecting guys for the NHL?
No.
Weren't there guys that got hurt
Yeah.
in that couldn't then play immediately in the NHL? Did you ever get the feeling over the summer when was it 2 summers ago now, when Steve Kerr basically decided, Jason Tatum, I know you want a title, you ain't good enough to play here. Mm-hmm. And he didn't, no worry about feelings, no worry about, God, I'm going to get that call from Brad Stevens. They wanted to win, right? Mason Miller was the best pitcher for a 2-2 spot last night. Clearly, DeRosa's acknowledging that by saying, I thought about it, but I had to honor the Padres' wishes. They don't work for Team USA. They work for the 30 Major League Baseball clubs that are operating the players within the WBC. Nuno, I think I heard you in my ear say no pressure there. Was that you who said that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the no pressure. It is pressure. It's like, because I was, as a Yankee fan, Aaron Judge, and I know you had a good postseason last year, but in these big moments, you've been horrendous. You're 0 for 4 yesterday, 3 strikeouts. You had, the only time you were in the World Series, you were really bad. This adds up. It eventually adds up to you can't do this in a big situation, even if you don't think this is a big situation.
Ev, you ready for me to do another take I never do?
Do you want to tease that, though? I mean, there you could tease that. Another Kevin Clark take he doesn't do?
I think we should.
We should tease it over?
I want the drama and the build-up because I didn't get it last night. So
what if we... Well, it was dramatic. It wasn't just the outcome you wanted.
Yeah, but I didn't get the outcome I wanted, and I know on the other side, Kevin Clark is going to deliver, unlike the Americans.
Because USA didn't win, at least we have the silver lining that Kevin Clark will give a great take on this situation.
So we already
exactly. That's what we all
We're still
want.
winning.
They wanted it more.
Take that, Venezuela. Kevin Clark's got to take.
What can Kevin Clark do to top? They wanted it more. We'll find out after I tell everybody about the tournament challenge. We had a couple of teams advance into the first round last night with Texas and Howard. Filling out the brackets is easy. It's free and easy. Download the ESPN Tournament Challenge app. You can fill out up to 25